you've got sand. You then have the separation fence. Then you've got another sand barrier on the side. So the separation barrier is not simply a wall, at least in agricultural areas. It's a huge area that cuts a swath, about the size of a 3-lane highway, through someone's farmland. What you see here is the town of Bilain. It's in the upper right-hand corner. We spent the night in Bilain. One of the things that I did not know was, again, the number of Arab nonviolent peace groups, Arab Israeli and Arab nonviolent peace groups. Bilain is a good example of that. The separation barrier is cutting their land in half. So you have the village of Bilain, and you've got the orchards and the farmland of Bilain. This is the community. Here we're meeting with the village organizers. Here you see the village of Bilain, you see the farmland, and then on the other side you see an illegal Israeli settlement. Separation barrier keeps the people of Bilain away from their own lands unless they pass through military checkpoints. That settlement is scheduled to be 80,000 people in 2 years. This is a typical march on the checkpoint, led by internationals, the villagers of Bilain and others. The Israeli soldiers are waiting for them. And using tear gas, rubber bullets, the villagers are driven back. These villagers are doing nothing but trying to get to their olive orchards on their land. And you think of a rubber bullet, it's as close as I could get it, the size of it, but there are people killed by these rubber bullets. It's simply a large ball bearing inside of a rubber sheath. One of the olive trees that's been dug up and placed, ironically, in the middle of an Israeli settlement. If there are no olive trees, if there are no olive orchards, if there are no villages, then there is no Palestinian people in Israel. What we've got where I come from in Rome, Georgia, we have the Etowah River, we have the Oostanula River, you've got the Chattahoochee River. But you have no Native Americans, you have no Indians, you've just got their names that's left. Well, in Israel, we're taking the names too. We're taking the villages, we're taking the orchards, and in 2 generations, if you don't see them, then who owns the land? Who controls the land if you can't show, where your grandfather's orchard was? A fellow named Jeff Halpert. Another thing that happens as a way to de-develop the West Bank, besides uprooting people's olive orchards, is you need a permit to add on to your house, your own house and your own village. If you don't get a permit to add on to your house, then technically you're not allowed to add on to your house. Which means that if you want to have more children, you can't because there's no room for them. So if you want to add on to your house, you have to apply to the Israeli government to get a permit to add on to your house. If they don't give you a permit and you add on to your house, the nice people from Caterpillar, and many churches in this country are divesting from Caterpillar, the nice people from Caterpillar will send one of their Caterpillars to your village, and they will take your house down with your stuff in it. And then you've got to pay to get the stuff hauled off. So as a way to control the number of Palestinian families, you simply control the amount of space they can have in their villages by demolishing the homes. Sabeel is a large Christian organization. They're out of Nazareth, but we attended a conference that they held in South Carolina, a very strong group. The Holy Child program is in Bethlehem. My plan is in January 2010 through June of 2010 to go to the Holy Child program